better, honestly.
Yeah.
With this Azir, with the Sivir. They are going to go for that Cho'Gath as well. It's going to be a super tank. You have a bulkier front line for the DM Freecs. You have this really strong engage off this Rel. I think DM Freecs can feel pretty happy.
Raptors are going to be started here, as Purshik does make his way in, doesn't find the stun with the heroic charge. It's the seismic shove onto 2! And oh god, we were saying they need to get a good start, and this is what it looks like! As Lucid gets the big old shield, it's not quite enough! Another auto will do it though, and that is a 2-for-1 in favor of DK! They have in the mid lane and the jungle. Vitalia is such a devastating combo, especially when it gets off to a good start, and that's exactly what has happened. 1-0-1 here.
Really any recourse at the moment.
Beryl's holding the minions so that Dudu not going to be able to deal with this. Chains of Corruption comes in, it's oh no, they just take a pot shot and there it is. The duo
He's like, no, we refuse. They knock him away. He's like, no, 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 I insist that you dive me.
Well, Bulldog is going to turn up as well, so he is going to acquiesce, but they still lose the first turret. So...
But I mean, because also very early second dragon going to be picked up here.
Yeah, so they're going to grab second dragon, and the thing that I was quizzical about, right, was the fact that I think that turret was definitely going to go down anyway.
Team. They've been a bit early on, and then...
All right, oh man, that was so sick, but still, it is aiming falling down, and a stolen kill there by Beryl at the same time. By stolen, I mean, maybe he deserved it, as Bulldog going to get roared at here, Slayer-like. And DK go 1-for-1. In that mid lane, trading some 80 carries. Probably a trade up though for DNF, with the fact that aiming is probably worth a little bit more.
They just hate this Cho'Gath.
Yeah. Just making sure they keep him supervisated, as you would say. Here on this top side, as the Bolt Breaker comes on in, and it's a little bit of a Cho'Gath breaker, as Seismic Shove goes a little bit wide. It is Bully the top lane a day, as the Zombie Scion should be able to at least... This Drake is going to go down, though. That's going to give DNF a bit more money into those coffers. And we'll be able to help even out things when it comes to the gold. But there are feats of strength over to DK, going over to DNF to the tune of about 250. So not too bad. Pulling some money out of the structures. Still, DK going to be able to treat. Shirelius is done. He's also got the Mantra to Inspire as well. Chains of Corruption is going to fly on forward. Does get a snare. Seismic Shove comes down as well. And there goes the Cho'Gath. He's supposed to be tanky, but it doesn't quite work out that way as life is going to get taken out. And Purshik says, Zerka just able to press these buttons, get a little bit of value as Bulldog going forward. Chains of Corruption comes down yet again as aiming avoids the Magnet Storm gorgeously here. Beryl is going to stun up Dudu there on the side as well, or at least snare him. As Shiu just holding on to that front line. Roar of the Slayer comes in. Lucid gets the knockback on the Vault Breaker. And down goes Bulldog. Couldn't even use his ult. Didn't find the time. There's a knock up onto Dudu as well. But DK looks like they can kind of do no wrong here in this game.
And DNF just not able to connect onto the right target. You saw that attempt to come in.
All right, unstoppable onslaught. Flash out there from Purshik. Not able to play the baseball as, oh no. Seismic Shove collects Dudu and he's dead once again. The keeper's
side, you know, the poke's coming out and they just feel like they can't get in range, can't deal with it. The movement speed as well, a factor here.
Can just drive his way into this fight, but instead he's going to teleport.
I've seen Lucid steal these.
Yeah, Showmaker comes over. Is it even really a steal? As both junglers are just standing in front of this Otacon. The wall is going to get put up, and Purshik is potentially on the wrong side of it. The Keeper's Verdict comes down. He needs to knock away the jungler, but the Unstoppable Onslaught comes in. They do manage to take the Otacon, but at what cost, ladies and gentlemen? And maybe it's just the lives of all of them. Dudu gonna go down. Bulldog finds the shuffle, but the Sun Disc just gets torn up, and there is the ace, and it's clean from Dangerous.
You have to send a Flash Gobble. It's the only way.
Yep, that's what it has to be. Look at Shiu's health bar. It is really too much. It's a bit ostentatious, to be honest. It's just really large. They do manage to shove him against the wall. Life is, I don't know where he's going.
Hey, they can get it.
Defecting. And that is going to be the dragon stolen away. But the Rel is also dead. They do manage to get the wall slam there as Purshik taking so much damage. But so is Shiu, just flashes away. In the end, the cease and desist comes through as the shuffle is going to be used to get rid of Lucid Berserker though. And that's aiming. 2.5k kills, and he's going to look to augment that with perhaps even more as Lucid dives forward towards Purshik. There's a piercing arrow. 2.5k and 1. As Dudu's teleporting out, he wants nothing more of this game. Oh, there's the shove to get him out of the teleport. You ain't going anywhere, buddy. And we're getting.
And the problem is the Baron is up. I don't think I just don't think you can contest the Baron.
Well, Dudu is also a Void Monster, so they're going to look to take him down first. That is the first option. That's one of the smites down. Yeah. They technically can have 4 if Dudu was alive.
Which he isn't.
He's not. He's also 0-6, so it's not exactly all that dangerous. I think D does have one that he's bringing from base, but the Unstoppable Onslaught. Bulldog, that's some quick little footsteps there, but not able to get out of the way of everything, and the Seismic Shove hits on both solo lanes. Down goes the Azir, down goes Baron is going to go down, and DK can do basically anything and accidentally win.
Aiming even went Umbleglaive to clear out the vision. This don't feel so good.
Oh, okay, well, I mean, there is 40 seconds on the Soul, but DK are like, well, we could do that, or we could do the Nexus killing thing.
You know what? Your base will respawn in the next game, so I guess they're just not
that is true. Because, yeah, not only do base, like Nexus turrets respawn, but Nexuses do respawn in the next game.
Yeah. This isn't the best of one, so maybe they just, this is called the Nexus sack.
Yeah. Yeah, sack Nexus, but maybe keep Nexus next game. As Showmaker able to avoid the Keeper's Verdict. And Pyoshik can at least recharge that health bar momentarily. Beryl just having fun in the bouncy castle. As DNF underneath these next turrets. In goes Lucid, the Seismic Shove onto the entire team! And you blink, and 3 of them are dead. Bulldog gonna go down immediately afterwards as aiming all of the kills in the universe. He might hit 3K today as he picks up a triple here. Nexus turrets go down as well, and DK, yeah, they obliterate DNF here in game number 1.
Not even close. No other way to spin it. Decimation for minute 1.
Well, it could just be support Galio.
It could be support Galio, it could be support Aurora, it could be support Rise.
I think the support Rise is the most likely, but they are going to lock in the Galio here.
Okay. Probably just to support Galio is the most logical thing.
Get a bit of pressure here from Showmaker. Forces Bulldog to play defensively. As in he comes once again. The flash for what? Huh?
It's that easy. You know,
that's taken 50% of his health bar from this dragon. Lucid looking to come on in here. Might just be able to steal this one away, and he doesn't. It's actually just locked down there to join. Lucid was making his way up. Showmaker was there with the Realm Warp in hand. So it's a difficult dive if they had have tried to go for it.
Double flash is being
yeah, here's another flash forward as Bulldog going down solo. Deathmark is on, and he is dead.
This time,
is another one for Lucid.
Did get the flash off. Wasn't enough to save him. The ult from Zed comes in. Second death for Bulldog here.
Yeah, and you saw the smile on Bulldog's face. He's like, well, what am I supposed to do, man? I guess the idea is don't flash and accept your fate. As Pyoshik moves in towards his top side, and Aiming and Beryl are forced to leave. It's 2 plates that have been secured there on that top side of the map, and they might be looking to make it more as Lucid is going to come on over, is ultless. As we know, as Realm Warp is going to come in as well, and Life doesn't really know where to put the door, and he puts it the wrong direction. The heroic entrance to block the escape, and Pyoshik absolutely nowhere to run. Does get a great pillar down to buy him some space, but it's only going to be a little bit of that, as Lucid looking to follow through. And Pyoshik might be able to go for some sort of execute play here, as Dawning Shadow is going to come down and he's dead. And so the kill just goes to Aiming. The ulti and takes a turret shot as we've got Shiu having a pretty good time here towards his top side. What the heck? How did this start? As Life is also going to be dead. Is that just a double kill? It is likely to be. Is that some fancy footwork? As he's checking, he's like, I don't see a watch. Like, there's nothing here on the ground. Like, are you guys sure this is where you left it? And I think maybe it was just in the car the whole time.
You know what I think it must be? Because watches are pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
You drop a watch, you're going to notice it.
Or it's been stolen already.
Contact lens. That's why they're spending so. You drop a contact lens, it's hard to see. That's why they're spending so much time looking for it.
DNF looking for the Rift Herald. So far, they have pretty good control of this area as Harpoon will connect onto Aiming. He's looking for a snare, does get it onto Life. As they might need to look for a fight. Decent Glacial Fissure onto only Beryl, though. So that's a little unfortunate as Lucid's going to turn up. Great equalizer placement. There's the exhaust onto Lucid as the heroic entrance going to be there for Beryl. Double knockup does occur, but Lucid is out of the fight now. They take the Rift Herald. There goes the Zed and the Galio. Shiu is going to turn up. He's looking for the cleanup here, but all of DNF are still alive. Pyoshik is flashing away now as the Realm Warp to try and get Showmaker in there. Doesn't quite find a Rune Prison, though, as he finally flashes for it, and they get the kill onto Life. Berserker likely to go down as well, as Shiu will be able to find that one. And the follow-up kills are at least going to be there, and it's a double, in fact, for this Senna. I didn't see it, but apparently the Essence Reaver did some work.
For a moment there, it looked like DNF had hope. It looked like they'd found favor, but they were just too low. Couldn't escape from the fight. The chase potential, too much.
Got the Rift Herald, bro.
Well, that's a consolation prize, but I'm not sure they're going to really feel good about that overall.
But when
Probably
turned up,
ugly watching that.
it was like the Shiu fan club looking real good.
Oh, yeah.
At this point in time. As the Rift Herald going to help knock down this mid lane out of turret. Certainly good news here, as they're not going to be able to get into that one, as Life could be in a little bit of trouble at this point. DK, I think, looking for a bit of a scuffle, as you've got Shiu rotating up. He can go between worlds, and this is a dangerous position for DNF to be rotating to, as the Raptors are what they are looking for right now. Shiu will be able to come on over. Let's see whether DK can lock down this turret as Rune Prison comes in once again. There's the double taunt from Beryl. Justice Punch to knock up the Victor, and Life is at least able to stand beside Berserker, but he's unable to save his Victor. And now Lucid setting up a shadow here, but doesn't really find too much. He's just zoning Dudu as best he can, as down goes Pyoshik. So they should be able to take this out of turret, but there is still a Rumble that's able to throw down an ulti if he would like to. So this Otacon is definitely going over to DNF. And DK, yeah, Showmaker is going to be an absolute menace. Already has another needlessly large rod as Lucid starting off a fight 1v3. This could be dangerous here. How much can he mitigate with that death mark? Does manage to flash his way out. The equalizer's down, but it's mainly on his teammates, as aiming is going to get turned on here. Dudu finding an angle, and down goes Beryl as well. DNF, they're incredibly low, but they're keeping themselves alive as Shiu. Their way in. Heroic entrance going to be available there for Beryl, so he can be there in a moment's notice. And now the ulti comes through. Dudu gets in there. Showmaker with the Rabadons is now teleporting into the fight. Goshik down very, very low, as Lucid is going to be able to secure that soul point, and the Aurora takes down the Rumble after the death mark works out beautifully. Arcane Storm not really doing enough here as Lucid still. You just got to stick with it. As aiming going to be camouflaging some people here, as he wants to get in range to optimize his build, and that's why he's dead. Beryl going to look to make his way out. He will be able to do so, as now Shiu's going to get exhausted as he enters the battle. Can they still find an angle here, as these shurikens are really hurting from Lucid? Life almost dead here, as Lucid dashing in once. He was like, I'm playing Reinhardt. That's perfect. As Beryl, he's going to do the same thing here. Does find a nice double taunt, though, as now Showmaker on a flank angle. Might be able to spread this damage, but it is just a dead Gargoyle. Now that he's dead, though, they're still looking to engage. Equalizer goes down onto aiming, but look at this, Showmaker, he's getting closed in on, but Lucid is there to try and protect. Showmaker finally taken down. And the kill goes over to Pyoshik as well. Lucid, not a whole lot he can do about this. Doesn't have W up, and that is going to be him taking.
Hope comes in return. But then again, they're trying to play it in this way where they're poking from different angles from a distance.
We have a situation where the Baron has been started. There is a Rise that is saying, I'm going to go to
Life a Smite.
Nexus turret.
Life a Smite. If they lose a Smite fight, the game is probably over. I'm just going to say it.
Well, Shiu is going to look for Bulldog, and that's the steal! He just goes in and he can go out if he wants to, but he decides he just wants to fight. As there's the death mark, that's going to secure the kill onto the Lucian at the same time. And Showmaker is winning the game, and now he's got Baron empowered minions. They all stop the backs. The Dawning Shadow is going to stop all of them, and Showmaker here with his Rabadons is tearing apart these turrets. We just got a bar here.
Yes.
And so we can sort of like, you know, try to work out what the vibes are throughout the game. Man, that would make things so fun. I think it's such a really good idea. A less good idea is here, what Life is doing, which was dying.
Yep.
It is going to be obviously to catch the wolves.
Yeah. I guess there's a tower there too, which maybe they want to kill, but
Showmaker was like, they've got two heads, man. You can't trust them. It's all right, aiming. I'll try and look for Bulldog here, as doesn't really. He's just going to look for the turret instead. Going to be able to take that one down. Infinity Edge is completed here for the Senna.
And this game definitely swung in favor of D+. A lot of damage was done to the base. Showmaker is killing Bulldog.
Bulldog is very, very dead. Big time dead. Flashes away from his team and everything. Meanwhile, there's another fight happening here in this mid lane as Lucid on a flank angle. Dudu comes in, Dawning Shadow to keep the entire team alive. Deathmark is going to come through as now Lucid is in amongst all of it. And the snare from the center hits 4! And that is just going to be the ace. That just kind of looked like DNF just wanted to get out of here.
The cleanup comes in, and it's absolute decimation from D+. Gonna be a clean 2-0. There were some moments for DNF, but the clutch steal from Lucid and Showmaker just kind of stomping on this game.
Yeah, 6-1 and 6 on this rise. As DK, they clear out these Nexus turrets, and it's a comfortable 2-0. DNF not breaking the streak here today.